In this video, I will be talking about the Mandela Effect and also my experiences with it. Some people have not heard of the Mandela Effect, but the Mandela Effect was when millions and thousands of people thought something like an event has occurred, but it never did, while there's another group of people saying, well, this has happened, and then while others saying, well, it never did happen or it never existed, when we know for sure it has existed. The Mandela Effect is based off of Nelson Mandela. And a lot of people, including myself, remember seeing on TV that he died in the 1980s in his jail cell. But all of a sudden, it was about 2-3 years later, people were saying, well, he never died, he's still alive. And I looked it up on the internet and he was still alive. So I'm like, what in the world is going on? I just saw 2-3 years ago on TV that he died in the 1980s, but came to find out that it never existed. So that is a form of the Mandela Effect. When it comes to the Mandela Effect, we know we're not delusional. We know our minds is not playing games on us, and we know what we saw and heard on a news channel or somewhere on TV or even a book. We know exactly what we saw and what we heard, but there is no evidence. So it's like people look at you like you're crazy, but and you're not the only one that's on that same wavelength. There's millions and thousands of people that has seen the same exact thing that you have saw. There's thousands of people that have saw that Nelson Mandela died back in 1980 on TV, and they saw his jail cell as the same as I did. But if you go look for it now, you can't find it anywhere. I also remember as a child reading the Stein Bears book, and the way it's spelled is different from how it was spelled when I was a child. And I remember that book like the back of my hand because I always checked out that book back in elementary school. So now they're saying that the Stein Bears is pronounced the Stein Bears, and I know for sure it was not always that way, but there is no proof. So that's what the Mandela Effect is. And thousands of other people, even millions, know that there was a certain event that happened, but all of a sudden it's been erased. The history of it has been erased. There is no evidence that it ever existed. Some scientists believe that the Mandela Effect is real, and they say it's when universes cross paths. And what they mean by that is there is a same exact copy of you and I in a different world. And that world is in a different universe. But this different world is the same as planet Earth. It is planet Earth. It looks the exact same as our Earth. Some scientists believe that there is an infinite amount of worlds and universes and different copies of ourselves on different universes. And sometimes our universe, the one that we're living on right now, cross paths with the other world in the other universe. So that creates a Mandela Effect. A Mandela Effect is small changes that have been made. The decisions that you make on this universe is different decisions that you make on the other universe. And then when the universes cross paths, that's when the Mandela Effect happens. And not only when you just make the decisions, but when also the whole world make decisions, when things in the media make decisions, when, certain stories, certain books, certain things that existed, all of a sudden it does not exist anymore. There have been reports about even certain songs about how there was a certain song that was made and came to find out it never existed. The truth is, it does not exist in the universe that you are currently in, but it does exist in another universe. I remember looking at Rock during his wrestling match on TV, and his famous word, he would come out and say, "Can you smell what The Rock is cooking?" Now they're saying that never existed. So when I heard that, I was in disbelief because I remember his exact words. Can you smell what The Rock is cooking? Now they're saying it never existed, that he always said, if you smell what The Rock is cooking. Now, I remember the Monopoly game as a child because I used to have that game, and I did see that he had glasses on one eye. Now they're saying that that never existed. Do you guys remember the Jungle Book movie, the classic one? Well, I remember when the bear, Baloo, had on a bra and a dress. Now they're saying that the bra never existed. I know that millions and thousands of us cannot have made these kinds of mistakes. It's just impossible. But if you know where I'm coming from, or you've been through this kind of situation, this experience of the Mandela effect, please leave in the comments. I would love to hear your story. And if this is your first time hearing about the Mandela effect, maybe just by me going through some of these examples and the things that I've been through, it may have dawned on you that, hey, it has happened to you as well. So I guess reality is not what it seems. I hope you enjoy this video. Thank you for watching.